Tissot RockWatch returns. 40 years after this cult classic was originally released, it's back with its solid granite dial and case, but in a seriously limited number of just 999 pieces. Instead of opting for an exact replica of the original, this new RockWatch has carved its own path while remaining true to the foundations of this line. Those of you who remember the RockWatch will not only recall how genre-bending it was, but just how much variety came from this seemingly simple concept. Rocks are everywhere after all, almost as common as dirt, and you'd think to make a watch out of them wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the way Tissot went about it showed just how much creativity and fun can be had when playing with rocks. This new edition of the RockWatch modernizes the design and brings this Stone Age tech firmly into the year 2025. While the original model was offered in 23, 30 and 33mm case sizes, here we have it in 38mm. Not only wears more like a modern watch, but you're getting a lot more rock for your money. And this is not just any old stone that Tissot has decided to use here. This has been carved out of the Jungfrau mountain, otherwise known as the top of Europe. One thing the Jungfrau mountain is famous for is its high altitude railway, and to construct this sky-high track, tunnels had to be cut out of the solid rock. And it's from these cuttings that the new RockWatch was made. A nice, sustainable move that mean more stone didn't need to be extracted for this limited run. Due to the fact that these watches are made from this natural material, each one will have a unique pattern to it. And this is something that drew collectors to the original models and still does to this day on the secondary market. While the stone used for this new release is a bit darker in tone than we found in the first ones, there are still specks of white quartz throughout the grey granite to help provide a unique pattern to each one. Something that has been carried over from the now 40-year-old pieces is the way in which the strap attaches to these watches. Drilling holes for a spring bar would not only ruin the aesthetic of the smooth pebble-like watch, but it would be incredibly impractical. Instead, a metal plate is attached to the back that not only protects and encloses the movement, but acts as your lugs to anchor the strap to the case. This means the watch can wear quite small thanks to a nearly incomprehensible lug-to-lug measurement. This means that the black leather strap doesn't directly contact the watch case, meaning it almost floats on the wrist independent of the strap itself. While the case back and lug replacement has stayed the same, this cannot be said for the handset on this new release. Originally, the hands were coloured in red and yellow as a reference to the markers used on the hiking trails in the Swiss Alps. And while they were extremely legible on the dial, we now have a more subtle set of grey nickel-plated hands that remain visible yet not distracting from the overall design. There is also no seconds hand, and I feel like this reduction helps keep the design clean, allowing for the natural beauty of the stone to be covered by as little as possible. But it also means you don't notice that quartz movement inside, causing a seconds hand to tick. The way the case and dial are constructed has stayed the same, which will keep many of those purists happy. Milled from a single piece of stone, the dial and case are one solid unit, with the space for the hands and the movement milled out on each side. This makes them incredibly strong, but also pretty unique in the watch world. We're used to the idea of an integrated bracelet, but an integrated dial feels fairly unconventional, but incredibly fitting for a watch carved straight from the Swiss Alps. This watch is all about refining what nature has spent millennia creating, and the smooth pebble-like case feels perfect in hand. With no barrier between you and the rock, there is no mistaking this for a veneer or faux texture. You are getting a genuine piece of granite on your wrist from one of the highest points in Europe. And while this new limited edition is great to see, it does beg the question, are we going to see the rest of the trilogy, namely the Pearl and the Wood watch, make a return too? Let me know what you'd like to see in the future from Tissot down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe this video to not miss a single review just like this.